Jump, jump, jump. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Yeah!
The sun has come out for the Thomas family. Little hands
Say hi.
and little feet, bringing joy to a family who was in the midst of deep grief at this time last year. Mac Thomas is now 4 months old.
He's the love of my life right now. Gets teary-eyed thinking about it. I'm grateful for every single moment. I mean, if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and he's crying, even though I'm exhausted, I don't care, you know, because it's time I get to spend with him.
Robbie Thomas's firstborn, Samantha, died from sudden infant death syndrome in 2010.
Sammy is 11 weeks old today.
Baby Sammy left an impression on many lives, and she still may impact many more. Robbie was pregnant with Mac and recovering from Sammy's tremendous loss when she found out that someone had used Sammy's social security number. So NBC4 stepped in, confirming that a branch of popular website Ancestry.com was listing the full social security numbers of those who've passed on, a way for criminals to get information fast.
Here it is, Samantha Ann Thomas, born March 15th, 2010, died June 21st, 2010. Last address of record, Ohio, and the social security number's right there.
That was last May, and the IRS refused to tell the Thomas family or NBC4 who took Sammy's information. We pressed for answers and were turned away at the downtown Columbus location.
Her manager is going to be calling me
on your cell phone.
on my cell phone.
Put you in contact with someone from the DC office.
So they told you I was coming ahead of time today, obviously.
But a lot has happened since then. Last month, the IRS sent Robbie a letter finally officially confirming that someone had taken Sammy's social security number and used it on their own taxes. She understands from this letter she will never know who did it.
I was irate. I mean, someone stole my daughter's identity and they get to be protected by the IRS. To me, that's stupid. You took my identity, I should get to know who you are.
In a search for answers, we brought Robbie's story to the attention of Ohio senior U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown to get action.
It starts with the tragedy that she's feeling, and then to see someone take that tragedy and try to turn it to profit is pretty incomprehensible.
Brown sent letters to the Social Security Administration and the Federal Trade Commission asking them to require websites to block social security numbers of those who've passed away. He also wants the IRS to work more quickly to identify tax fraud. And the senator then wrote to Ancestry.com asking them to remove the numbers from their database. We checked recently, and the website is blocking some of the social security numbers from view, but unfortunately, not all. And for this one site, there could be hundreds of other organizations out there buying the information from the federal government and giving it out.
So there's no information available to anybody, or do you let very selected crime fighters, if you will, whether that's a local police department or a bank that's trying to trace fraud and detect fraud and ultimately help to prosecute fraud. I mean, you want to draw that line in the right place.
Senator Brown believes Sammy's case is not the only one out there, and just this month drafted this petition, hoping to get other senators to push on websites to remove this information from their logs, with Robbie, Sammy, and their family in the back of his mind.
We don't want this to happen to another family, and all of us are appreciative that she's willing to speak out as she grieves, to be able to protect the next family that this might happen to.
In the meantime, Robbie Thomas pushes on with new hope and renewed resolve.
I'm really glad that finally some political leaders are seeing that this is an issue. You know, you can't abuse our kids. You can't take their identity. You can't do anything to them. They're our kids. Things happen for a reason, even if we don't like them when we're going through them. It's for a reason. And maybe this was the reason. You know, maybe this was Sammy's fight, that this is happening to other kids, and for whatever reason, those families aren't able to speak up.